Hello. Hello. So today's the last stream of this year. It's been quite a year. 1 second. As soon as I start, an ambulance passes right below my building. That's unlucky. But yeah, it's the last stream of the year. It's been quite a year. My goal for this year was to get 2,000 subscribers, which we reached, so I'm really happy about that. Yeah, next year, hopefully, there will be more goals reached. Yeah, I'm overall pretty happy about the year. And today we're going to be doing some grade wars and mostly chatting, like about like gaming stuff and like what I'm planning to do for the next year, and yeah, just enjoying a chill chat and some gameplay. I will also be playing another game that it's I don't know how many of you know it. It's called Death Must Die. It's a roguelite. It's a mix between Hades and Vampire Survivor, which I think it looks pretty fun. I have never played it. I have not even started it yet. I mean, I did just to set it up so I could show it on the stream, but I have not gone further than the main menu. So yeah, we're gonna be playing that together. I'm gonna be letting you pick the upgrades and everything, so it's gonna be fun. I don't know how good the image quality is gonna be today, because I used the lowest latency option on YouTube so I can see the chat on real time, but the image quality should be a little bit lower, so let me know, and in the future I will try to improve that a bit. So it's gonna take a little bit of tweaking, but we're gonna get there. And as always, if during the raid no, this time we're fighting a giant snake. So if the music of the boss is too loud, let me know. But I think my mic should be loud enough today. Oh wow, that's quite a visual bug. Let's see if we can get it to work now. Huh. Okay, we're starting with technical difficulties. That's unlucky. Let me try to restart the game and see if that fixes it. Yeah, Binah Great Wars has been pretty easy, to be honest. I'm having an easier time on global than in JP. Probably because on JP I don't have Akko, so yeah, global has been a little bit easier for me on these Great Wars. And next week we have Gregorius. That's gonna be interesting. I don't know how it's gonna go. I couldn't get Minori, but I think I can figure out something. Even if I cannot rent a Minori, I think I have an idea. But I'm gonna test that before I show it to you guys. If my strategy works, it's not like a game-breaking strategy or like something super innovative. But if it works, it's gonna be really good. I mean, I think that maybe, it's a big maybe, but maybe you can do it without Minori, using just Nagisa, and instead of Minori you put Himari, and with Himari you boost Aru, because Aru, if she lands the crits, she destroys that boss. Okay, let's see if this works now. Ah, it's working. So, before we go into the raid, for people that may not be able to clear Insane or that may watch this later and they want to learn this raid, the team I will be using is deployed in this way, so Ui is mostly out of danger. We use Akane to stack the defense breaks with Maki, and well, Mika is gonna do all the damage, taking all the buffs here. So let's go. The music of this boss is fantastic. It's really epic for, like, I think these and Gregorius are probably my favorite soundtracks for bosses. Yeah. Another thing that may be information, at least it was for me, is that because we... Hello! Welcome. I don't like the Kazusa strategy, to be honest. So what I was saying is that for those that may not know this, but because Ui has an attack buff component in her EX skill, you have to use it before you use Himari, because otherwise you will override Himari's attack buff with Ui's attack buff, because they both come from an EX skill, so they don't stack. So sequence order is really important in that matter, because you are going to give up a 99% increase for a 16 if you do it wrong. You can also use Kazusa with Ui for a bit better clear than Mika. Probably, yeah. Kazusa has the advantage that she's also a fast attacker, so you have less death time between damage spikes, but I feel like Mika's more reliable because she's tanky. Like, Mika is easier, or maybe Kazusa is faster, but Mika is easier to run. I messed up, but we got it anyways. And that's insane. Pretty easy. I don't know how people do this without Hako and Ui, honestly. Even with Kazusa in there, like, it sounds really hard. Explosive. This variant was a pain the first time around, but once you figure it out, it's pretty easy. And this is a little bit different from what I was running back on JP. I used to play Akane here for the rotation, but I ended up going for this formation, and it's been working really well for me. So I don't know how many of you follow like gaming news in general. Like lately I've been looking at some gaming news and oh man, things could be better. Let's put it like that. I mean, there have been great games too, but I don't know, with between the day before stuff and like other things, it's been oof, I used that buff wrong. But yeah, like the day before that game was, it lasted like 3 days, something like that, a little bit over 3 days. It was a pretty impressive failure. Maybe the quickest failure I've seen. I wonder how they are going to solve it with the company that was funding them. There was a game called The Day Before. From the beginning, a lot of people were saying it was a scam because they were promising like too much, like way too much. So people didn't trust them. And the game came out, it was not even close to what they promised. And in 98 hours, the game shut down. And the company declared bankruptcy, and they said they could refund all the games they sold, but how? Like, it's just incredible. They went bankrupt in 3 days, no, like 4 days. That sounds like, that sounds fishy. I feel like that game was never meant to be a success in the first place. Like, it was a rug pull. They wanted just to take the easy money from the fans. Hello, welcome. But yeah, like, it's funny, but at the same time it's kind of dire. Because like, there are so many scam games now, and like so many companies that scam people like that, and it feels like there is no real consequences. Like, how many games have been asset flips, and how many games have overpromised and underdeliver? This version on JP was the hardest, and I think it's the hardest still, but with near Kayoko and Ako, it's so much easier. I didn't have any of these characters, like no Kayoko or Ako on my JP account, and it was hell because I couldn't rent both. So I don't remember, I think it ended up doing this in like 2 teams in JP. But the damage difference is so big. But yeah, it's interesting. Like, another thing that has caught my attention lately is how I feel like games now have built around a loop of habits, and in a way that's dangerous for us, the consumers, because if you think, like, yeah, like, let's be clear, like, I play gacha games. Blue Archive is a gacha game, I love this game, but at the same time they are like, with all the daily missions, and like, I think Blue Archive in that sense is one of the less dangerous games. But the daily loops, weekly loops, monthly loops, and events and constant updates of these games, they all revolve around getting the player to be in this habit of playing the game, because they make you feel like, oh, I can be free to play and get everything. But statistically, people that get like deep into this loop will end up spending money at some point. And I think that's kind of dangerous, because they are not preying on the instant purchasing power of people, they are preying on you getting attached to the game to the point that you're willing to spend the money you were not willing to spend in the first place. Oof. Big dead there. Yeah, that's been like interesting to me. Like I've been like trying to look for these patterns and things in games, and the more you look into it, the more you get like a little bit scared. And like so like it's impressive, but it's scary at the same time. Yeah, that's the thing. Like you get attached to the game and you want to support it, and I'm the same. Like I believe that if you like a game and you like the practices they have, and like you want this game to be successful and more games like this to be developed, supporting them, it's the best thing you can do. But at the same time, it's how you put it. It's kind of scary that people, for example, like Genshin Impact, that game, I don't think it's very friendly to the consumers. The gacha rates are horrible, and like most characters are limited. They prey on the FOMO so hard. Yeah, Blue Binah is the worst. I got it on one team, but I don't know why my characters are dying now. We should make it anyways. Like, if we get a nice crit with Wakamo, we're done. We just need that to pop and we should be done. But we're going to die to Sandstorm. Ah, crap. But yeah, like, for example, like, Blue Archive is fairly honest. You can do this with one team. You can do this with one team. It's just I'm having really bad RNG. Also, my sequencing has not been the best. Like the only thing that makes like this harder in Mystic to me is the lack of like instant damage, like Mika levels of instant damage. Yeah, true. Also, this Great Wars is the worst one because the rewards are the I don't know why they didn't correct this on global. Because we have to pay for the temple ticket. They fixed that in JP in the second Great Wars. It became an end reward, but in the beginning it was like this. But they should have fixed it here since the beginning. The red team did it more easily than the yellow team, and it's not a good field for Mika. I mean, the red team has Aru. Aru is like Mika levels of damage without the tankiness though. And I don't know if this is a good run for Aru, I think it is. But yeah, red has really good strikers. I feel like blue is probably the weakest color, but that may be just me. But I always felt like blue is the worst color. Okay, this run should be good. We just need to not get everyone killed now. We have tracked Hasumi, by the way. You can track it. I did, but she dies really quick. Wakamo is better, she tanks more. I don't know why Hasumi is so frail, even though she shouldn't be, but she always felt super frail to me. And in the end, like, this team can clear it. It's just a little bit of bad luck here and there. Wakamo should fear it, but she's gonna die here. That's annoying though. I got this on the first try when I did it when on release, and now I'm failing. RNG. Freaking RNG. Maybe I can fix it in deployment though. I can fix it on deployment actually. I just swap Maki with Kayoko and that should fix every problem. Because the main target is Akane for proximity. Come on! Okay, let's fix this on deployment. But yeah, like, I hope everyone is having like good holidays. Like, I don't know what kind of traditions you have in your regions or countries, but this holiday here have been a little bit, I don't know, it didn't feel too much like holidays, the ambience. I think people doesn't have money to spend, and so everyone is like a little bit more depressed, but I don't know, it hasn't felt like other years. Okay, let's see if this works. Kaio is still going that way though, no. Hasumi seems like a good option until you depend on her crit, which happens once in your life. Yeah, true. Also, I don't know, like I said, she feels so frail. Like, she goes down super easy. Maybe like this? I just need Kayoko to go to the right, I think? This side, yeah, perfect. What? What? Come on. Kayoko trolled me harder. I can't, like... Why? Oh, her weapon range is not long enough. Maybe swap with Wakamo? Maid Alice, yeah. Yeah, true. Also Maid Alice is very crit reliant too. And I don't have Maid Alice on this account. I was like, no, I have to be strong. So what have you prepared for Gregorius, guys? Like, did you get both summer SRT units? Did you get Himari, I mean Minori? Like, what's your plan to do Gregorius? This deployment is working worse, probably. This is weird though. When I was doing this earlier, it was working perfectly, and now it's all messed up for some reason. But I don't know, maybe we can get it. If in the transition we get a heal on Kayoko, we should be able to do it. I don't think we're gonna get Kayoko to the transition though. Ah, frick. Ah, that's weird. Where's my Kyoko dying? Yeah, you have everything except Minori. You got both swimsuit in 40 pulls, so gonna stop at that. It should be. If you have enough fragments, I could upgrade Saki to 5-star, and if you have enough fragments to take her UE to 40, that would be great for the debuff extension, but that's mainly it. 3 stars works anyways. It's just more comfy if you have the debuff extension of her UE. I did mess up my calculations with that, so I have pretty much a disaster of my fragment count. I got Saki to 50, but I didn't get her UE to 40 because I calculated wrong. And this is gonna be a loss. Why Kyoko is getting the front? 3 stars should be enough. I don't think you should spend Ligma on this raid. Yeah, true. Yeah, like this raid, I think unless you're a whale, Gregorius' first run is pretty much a write-off. Like, you shouldn't go too hard into Gregorius for the first run. It's just so bad timing on Gregorius. Like, it's releasing between the SRT Summer and Hanako, and in between we have other 2 banners, so it's like Gregorius' timing is worse than any other timing we have had until now. Do you guys know what's the next raid on JP, by the way? I forgot which raid we have after. I'm not sure about what level of star Nagise. Should be fine for insane. Main damage source is Minori by far anyway. Yeah, Nagise is mostly for the debuff. I mean, Nagise is mostly for the debuff, so yeah, 3 stars should work, but it's... Gregorius is just a pain. Okay, let's see if this works now. The other problematic thing in this raid is the accuracy debuff we get. Like, our damage is so unreliable because of how much our accuracy is decreased here. Can we trigger the stagger before she dies or get the heals? No. Too late, but it's fine. This run is actually the good one. Yep. Okay, we got it, guys. Easy peasy. It took a little bit of restarting, but we got it. One team clear an insane blue version. Okay, so for Gregorius, because I don't have Minori, I plan to do this strat, but I cannot guarantee results because I haven't tried it, obviously. But my plan is something like this. Obviously this is not the deployment order either, I have to test it. But my plan would be this. This is my plan for Gregorius. Because these 3 should be enough debuff. And I don't think I need Asusa for this. I think Aru is better. One question, you have 4 girls in team, but in match bottom right there is just 3. Okay, no, so this game works like this. You have strikers, which are the girls you see on the screen when you fight, and then you have the special characters, which are supports characters that do not deploy on the field, and they provide damage or buffs, or like they have different functions. For example, let's go to this character profile. So this character is a special character that provides you with doubled attack for one character for 13 seconds. So yeah, so her function is not to do damage, but to boost the damage of one striker. And strikers are divided in categories, like you have tanks, supports, healers, and DPS, which is like the big breakdown of them. But then inside these categories you have like different type of characters. You have single target DPS, AoE DPS, you have supports that do debuff, you have support that do buffs, you have strikers that heal, you have some strikers that are both tanks and DPS, like Mika. She's her role is that of a DPS, but because of her stat line and her abilities, she works as a tank too. And another good example of this is Hoshino. She's both a tank and a support, because she provides buffs, but she's also tanky and she can heal herself, so she survives fairly well. So yeah. No problem, yeah. What are the players doing on Heavy EU? It's been obviously 6 teams. Oh my god. That's some patience, 5 teams. Like, did any of you get the tournament clear, guys? Hare not meta? For what specifically? You mean... Oh, you mean camping Hare. So camping Hare, now that we're on the topic of camping Hare, I don't know. So give me a second. So the thing with camping Hare, while we get to the JP account, I don't have her on my account, but we can go to the banner and see the skills and everything there. The thing is that I like the generic attack buff. I think it's better than effectiveness buff, but at the same time is not better always. Camping Kotama looks like useful only in hot. Yeah, she's only useful in hot because of her armor type. She will die in Waka. Sorry, I always forget to lower the volume. Sorry, headphone users. I hope your ears are not bleeding. But yeah, like Kotama is good for hot. She's probably going to be like a top pick for Torment for the freaking first team, because I think she's more efficient than Kayoko. Because Kayoko has the disadvantage that is not 100% reliable with her CC, and you have to combine it with the normal skill and EX, while Kotama can do just one shot the CC bar, and is also 6 cost, so you can do the same you can do with Kayoko, but more reliably. The only issue is that she is single target, and I don't know how far she can reach, so when you get to the boss, which you will do faster, but I don't know if you will be able to hit the boss And also Kayoko has the advantage that she can also neutralize the pillars on the boss because of the AoE, reducing the debuff you take from the towers. Okay. So, the thing with Hare, and you guys tell me if you agree or you disagree. Like in the end, I like to hear your thoughts and spark discussion. It's not like I don't think that what I say is the truth. So like I mean, I give you my honest opinion, but it's not more than that, just an opinion. So also feel free to say like what you think. But the Hare has this amazing buff, but at the same time, because you cannot stack it with Himari, for example, because they are from the same source. So skills that come from the same source, for example, EX skills or the sub skills. For example, you cannot have two special characters that give you crit rate with the sub skill because they do not stack. You can play them, but you will still get the same bonus. And the thing is that effectiveness buff like Kayoko or Hoshino in a way is better because you can stack effectiveness and attack, but you cannot stack attack and attack. So while Chi is versatile in the sense that her buff is not limited to one kind of damage, she's also stuck behind Himari. So if you can use Himari, you have no reason to use Hare because you get from Himari not only more attack, you get also the you get the Axel effect and you get defense shredding, I think, from Himari. What does her UE do? I don't remember, let me check. So here UE increase the buff duration, so the problem is that it's again in flat numbers and not in seconds, so I don't know how long does it extend it. But it's a buff extension buff on the UE. But that's the thing, so you should have the sexy swimsuit wallpaper when changing servers. I'm good, but I've been in trouble with YouTube for very time stuff because they have like I don't know how they apply the rules. Like there are music channels that are virtually porn and they are fine, but you upload a character, an anime character in a bikini, and you get your thumbnail removed. So that's why I avoid it. It's evasion shred on Himari. Okay, okay. Like I said, I didn't remember properly. I didn't know if it was defense, but I remember she had a debuff, but didn't remember which debuff specifically. Yeah, evasion debuff is not amazing, but yeah, it's something. But yeah, that's the thing. Hare, it's behind the Himari wall. Also, like having Hare in the team, like the cost opportunity to rank here. I mean the opportunity cost to run Hare because like her armor is explosive. Summarizing wallpaper equal, yeah, equals 100% guaranteed ban. Yeah, I don't know if you have seen my thumbnail for the Izumi live 2D video. Like if you guys search for it, the thumbnail is completely cut off. There is nothing that could be like questionable. You can see the face of Izumi and you can see the face of the octopus. That's all you can see. and I got the thumbnail removed 2 times. I won the appeals both times and now it's fine, but it was really annoying. It was really annoying. Okay, let me... Okay. So yeah, the... on the hard topic, like, where do you rank her? Because her armor is light, so you cannot rank her in freaking Hieronymus, and you are not going to rank her on Gregorius because Gregorius comp is really like strict. Running a buffer without any debuff or no healing ability is going to be very lethal for you, even if she takes neutral damage. I think, yeah, she should take neutral damage because it's mystic damage from Gregorius. And for Kaiten effects, where, like, does she have a place in Kaiten? I don't know. I don't think so, to be honest. Harry UE sounds like it might be useful for something specific, but don't think it's necessary with how long her buff by default is. Yeah, that's the other thing, like her debuff is already 26 seconds, which is really long, especially when you compare it to Himari, for example, which is only 13 seconds. So let's say that her UE extends her buff for 3 seconds, you get 29 seconds of buff. But still, like, I don't see where do you run her over Himari, for example. I think she's like a good Torment unit, like for second team or third team, but I don't think she's a must if you're not doing Torment. As a Himari replacement, so you can open another rent option. That I think of it too. I think I said that in a comment answer I did. So yeah, like, she opens a slot. You don't have to rent Himari because you can also get the Axel effect from other characters. Like, if you only want the Axel effect, you can get it from Haruka if you're doing explosive raid, or you can get it from Shiroko if you're doing a mystic raid. Yeah, Shirokuro, it's penetrating, so she should be good in Shirokuro. Give me a second to confirm that, because my memory can be a little bit shaky. Yeah, it's penetrating damage, so Shirokuro could be good for her. Is Sunset Shiroko super useful? I don't think so, to be honest. So, besides the fact I don't have like all the equipment maxed, which we can fix. Okay, so Notch is fixed. Is Hellstrong in PvP and also really useful in Torment? Exactly, that's the thing. So, Swimsuit Shiroko is good. She has Axel. This is really strong for starting the fights. This debuff is decent, but not like super strong. It's really good, but it's not like amazingly strong. and the damage multiplier looks high, and her attack stat is not bad, and with the UE she gets a lot of attack, but I never felt like she deals too much damage, to be honest. And I don't know, in PvP she's a monster, like she's running PvP alone basically now. And for Torment she's good, but I think it's mostly for the Axel effect. I don't think she's like good for the rest of the kit. I think the Axel effect and the quick start effect she has here are the like strong points of Shiroko. But I wouldn't call her a must, especially if you're not planning for Torment raids. I wouldn't go for her. She's not limited anyways. So I personally will skip her on global to save for Hanako. Or maybe Ui. I think Ui is gonna be really good when I actually get to do Torment. But before Torment, Ui is not good either, because her kit is too slow. I cannot fix her now. But yeah, another character I think is gonna pick up, but not soon. Some people is saying she's gonna be good when we get this terrain on Gregorius, but I don't think so, to be honest. Her damage is good against tanks like Tsubaki and Atsuko, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Also, it's really quick. That's the main advantage that Shiroko has. She's quick. She only has a cost of 3, so she can, if she starts the fight and takes down Atsuko or Tsubaki, like you basically won that PvP match. But I don't know, like it's complicated. I wouldn't pull for her. If you're free to play and you're saving for Hanako, I would save more and just wait for Hanako. I don't think you should pull for Shiroko if you're not aiming for like top 100 in PvP or like Torment raids. And yeah, I don't know why people have so much faith on Shamset Hinata for Gregorius. I think she's gonna be good, but I don't know how good. She looks like a good Minori replacement, to be honest, because this damage, especially because of the defense ignore, is gonna be really high. But I don't know, it's really slow. But even with Minori, you're paying more. You have 2 Sparks as for now. Should I keep for Ui and Hanako? Yeah, you should skip Shiroko. And even more, like, I don't know if I can honestly tell you to go for Ui. But I don't know, if anyone disagrees, please say it, because Ui is good for Torment, but before Torment she's useless. She's actually useless before Torment. For Ui you have 100 free draws. Okay, then it's worth for you. If you can pull 100 times for free, you should give it a go. But I would save, like, if you ask me what I'm going to do from now until, like, from now on global, I'm saving for Hanako, then I'm getting Kasumi, and then I'm getting Kikyo. I'm skipping Yukari and I'm skipping Ichika. That was quick. Which of the characters do you think won't change in the next Gregorius? Yeah, I think Desert Summer will be like a static pick for Gregorius, because Saki with her sub skill is too strong to swap. She will enable any other special you use. Like, where is Saki? There she is. This is too strong not to have in the team. Like, she enables the specials, like Nagisa, Minori, eventually Summer, Hinata. this amount of damage is too good to give up. And these debuffs, you have 3 debuffs here. Aerostrat will not change at all on Gregorius. Yeah, that strategy is not reliant on terrain anyways. So that strat should still work. Because if I recall correctly, Aru had like worse terrain on Gregorius on the first time around. We can actually check it. Yeah, so Aerostrat was worse terrain, worse terrain, worse terrain, good terrain. I don't have Mine. I can see the terrains here. And the last one is Koharu. Where is Koharu? Koharu. Here is. And neutral terrain. So yeah, Aerostrat should work. Mina was also in the worst terrain too. I just checked on the wiki anyways. So yeah, Aerostrat do not rely on terrain, so it should remain the same. But I don't know, guys, like, for as much as people like that strat, I cannot get into liking it. It feels like a restart loop. Yeah, probably true. I think Minori is gonna change. Hello. Good evening. And where is Asusa? Because Asusa was also being used in the summer strat. Asusa is gonna change for sure. I think Asusa is gonna change though. For the people that was running Saki, Miyako, Koharu, and Asusa is gonna go out. So yeah, probably we're swapping Asusa and Minori, but to be honest, guys, I think people is planning way too ahead now for Gregorius for the rerun, because I checked and most raids get a rerun on the same terrain they did on the first time. Yeah, Asusa out for Aru. I'm gonna do Aru this time around instead of Asusa, to be honest, because I don't have Minori, so I think if Aru can hit well, I can do it without Minori. So for example, Binah has been running alternating terrains every time it comes. But that's also not completely true, because it's been... I don't like it, but it's better than Minori, because it's less costly on Pyro. We are using the same students for Kaiten. Yeah, I didn't also pull for Minori because she's only good in Gregorius. I have never seen her anywhere else, unless I don't think I've seen her anywhere like besides Gregorius, but I may be wrong there. Not that I can remember. I don't know, like in the end, like in global, I think there will be more diverse strategies than in JP. JP is virtually a race to see who can figure it out first, but the first time around the strategies are not like super optimized anyways. So I expect global to have a little bit of variance on the strategies. I wouldn't be surprised if they did the same team that they did on JP, but instead of Asusa they use Aru. I think Aru is better for the trade in general. But I don't know, there has to be a reason for people to use Asusa instead of Aru. But then you have the Aru strat, where they use Aru, so I don't know. Maybe she needs the buff from Hoshino to do proper damage? But I don't know, it's a little bit of a stretch to be honest. I don't know why Asusa was more prevalent than Aru on Gregorius. Survivability maybe? That's a mystery. Also Kurokage is gonna be interesting on global. Because Kurokage on release was a mess. It was a very problematic raid on release because of the erosion mechanic was annoying. Very annoying. The RNG was hell there. I've seen Minori on PvP, but it's mostly for lulz or attack side with Tsurugi. She's good for general content as a stat stick for red torments, but there is alternatives, a lot of them. Yeah, that's the thing, like for example in PvP, some freebies are better than Minori. Asus is only there for the debuff. I know, but at the same time I don't think that debuff is that necessary because you have Nagisa and Desert Summer debuffing, so you have more than enough debuffs there. It's kind of sad that there are no rewards for competition in the Great Wars other than the trophies for the cafe. That's gonna get changed on the next patch for Great Wars, because right now we are doing the beta Great Wars, which are terrible, but then we are going to get Pyroxene and we are gonna get these just for completing all 3 raids. And that's great because when we don't have to spend 1500 for this shit, we are going to be able to do more books and fragments and everything. Yeah, and it's gonna be free. On the next Great Wars, the 10 recruits is gonna be free. Proper Great Wars will have different scores in reward. Yeah. Exactly. I need more tickets. I also need to fix this. I'm gonna show you something, guys. I haven't done almost any hard stages. I did like 17 stages on, 17 areas on JP, but going through all the areas again is too much. I should probably do a stream where I dedicate just to do hard stages. But yeah, I need to fix that so I can farm more fragments for good characters like Iori and stuff like that. This account is very behind in content. It's just too time consuming to do all on 2 accounts Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like completing the stages on 2 accounts is just too much time. Okay, give me a second, guys. We are going to try something now. Oh, hello, hello. Welcome. So you guys can see the game? It's working fine? Oh, hello there. So this is a game I wanted to try for a long time. I think it's gonna be fun. You guys can pick the upgrades and stuff. Yeah, it should be fun. Like to add a little bit more variance. I still have Blue Archive on the background, so if we need to swap to Blue Archive to answer any questions or to show something off, we can do that in an instant. But yeah, I think this is gonna be fun for playing on the side while we chat. For this reason, I never created an account on JP. Having to do everything again would be very stressful. It's better to observe from the outside. I completed all the stages on my second account, even though I ran it for the lulz mostly. Yeah. So like honestly, I probably could do all the battles on auto battle. Okay, let's fix the sound. I think it's too loud. Give me a second. I don't have a second monitor, so I need to open the stream on my phone so I can see what you guys are writing. But yeah, the thing is that maintaining two accounts is it's a little bit it's not it's just it's too much time. That's my main issue, is too much time. I I like playing on both accounts. It gives me more like stuff to do and like more context and more info, and like I can learn more from the game by playing two accounts, but at the same time it's really time consuming and sometimes the time is just not there. Wait, how do I open my stream on the phone? Huh. This is gonna be fun. You, you all seem to be on global server, huh? I never heard of this game before. What is about? I use my JP account to see what's coming and to have some fun pulling without expecting anything. It's like Vampire Survivors with Hades. It's a roguelite game where you go through masses of enemies, but you get equipment and you upgrade, and there is like a story. Like Vampire Survivor is just going to the stages and kill stuff. Here you also have a story and more dialogues. It's like it should be fun. I've seen some videos of it and I like the game like aesthetics and gameplay, so I wanted to try it with you guys. And I've seen some people streaming it and they seem to have a lot of fun, like chat arguing for what upgrades are better and stuff. Oh, finally. I got the stream on the phone. Okay, so now I should be able to see the chat. There is a little bit of a delay, maybe. I don't think so. I should not have any delay, but if there is, we will know soon. Okay, let's lower the volume down to the half. Tell me if it's too loud, and here you have to click to attack, so it's not auto-attacking like Vampire Survivors. You can keep the click pressed to attack. Let's see how it works. So from what I know, this is the first time I played the game too. I have only seen it on videos, but was Mika the villain in the Blue Archive story during the anniversary, or almost the villain? Why is no one considering Shuro as an anniversary character? So Mika is... it was not the villain.
Hey, you're the one Time gave their hourglass to, huh? Well, whatever it is you're doing here, I'm always the first to help mortals,
like
so allow me to lend a hand.
A character in a... She was like really confused. Okay, let's see. Your attacks become stronger and apply burning. Every few attack hits, you breathe fire and that damages and burn enemies in front of you. Whenever an enemy starts attacking you, there is a chance you shoot out a firebolt against your attacker. Sure, that might be interesting, but please no spoilers. I mean, the thing with... like, I think the difference between Mika and Shuro is that Mika was not a villain. She was chasing the wrong motives. While Shuro, she's straight up a villain, and she's been manipulated into being a villain. She also has her own reasons to be a villain. But Mika was never a villain. She was in a very bad mental state between her fear of being resented by the people in the school and like the fear of consequences for what she has done, and like she didn't measure like the consequences of her actions, so she felt like she had no place and she was like derailed in that sense. So it was really complicated, her situation, while Shuro is just she wants to do damage, she wants to destroy stuff. Yeah, but like the Black Vest and all the other villains, they're straight out villains, while Mika was not a villain. She was in a villainous position, if you want to put it like that, but she was not a character with ill intentions. I only know her design and Fuse Sprite. This is enough for me to buy it. That's the whole point of villains in VA. Shiro should, as playable character, could...
Oh, I'm Summer, by the way.
Shiro as a playable character to fix her.
Fires,
Fine enough to me, as long as they are students, they are not villains. Yeah, I can agree to that. I don't think she will end up like being a real villain, but she's on a villainous position right now, and she has the intentions to be a villain. At least, like, she seems to have that goal. But I think, and this was someone wrote it in a comment, and I think Rio, for example, has a really good chance to be the anniversary character. Burning enemies leave fire when they die. Ooh, this looks interesting. Your attack becomes stronger, so this is an upgrade over the one I already have. And whenever an enemy starts attacking you, okay, that's the one I didn't pick before. Yeah, Vengeful Strike seems to be the way to go. But yeah, Rio I think is gonna be like a good choice for the anniversary. Because she was half of a villain during the Alice arc with Key. And she's also related to Toki, and I think that would be fun. And she's super popular, like it's like Mika before she got released. Every time there is a live stream, people is Rio, 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 Rio. So I think Rio is gonna be a good candidate. Oh shit, the boss. Can I dodge? There is a dodge here or not? I don't think so. Oh, there is. That's nice. It's funny how mobs talking in battle. Is YouTube allowed me to say dodging here? I don't know. Shura seems to be very popular. There are images of her everywhere. I don't think she's popular at the Kisagi Ryo Mika level, but I think she would sell well on the anniversary. I don't know. Meteor Shower sounds like a boss killer. Yeah, Meteor Shower it is. I don't know, so I think it's too early for Shura to release. That's my main thing with Shura. Your dodge leaves a path of fire. Vengeful Strike level 3 or Meteor Shower level 2. I think I'm gonna take Trail of Fire. It's purple, so it must be good. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. We can use it to divide the enemies. A little bit of defense. Yeah, Trail of Fire is amazing. Yeah, Santa Water, yeah, exactly. Like the other day I was playing Vampire Survivors again, because I really like the game, and the dev is a single guy, it's just one person, but it's doing an amazing job for a really honest price. Like, and I was playing it, I was playing the DLC, and there is so much new content, and like every time there is a little improvement in graphics and like sounds. And like weapon variety.
Those of them that can, anyway.
Yeah, I agree. Shuro playable now would be too fast. I think Rio has a good chance. It's been a long time since she got introduced into the game, so she may be a good candidate. Otherwise, Seiya, but I don't know. People is saying that I don't know if people were saying Seiya was impossible because of the data mines or something like that. I don't follow that stuff, so I declare myself ignorant in that regard. Flare, spell autocast. Whenever an enemy starts attacking you, there is... But we've seen this before. Why is this red now? Master level. Should we take it because it's on master level? Huh. Otherwise we can upgrade Meteor Shower or Vengeful Strike. What do you think? We go with Flare or we upgrade our abilities now? I guess Shuro is something like Kafka from Star Rail, hyping players to imagine levels. Releasing here eventually a few months later. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, Kafka popularity was like Mika levels of popularity. It was ridiculous. Meteor Shower again? Yeah, I also think so. Like, I play Honkai Star Rail, I like it, not too much though, like, it's better than Genshin in many ways. I also like the strategy combat more, but I feel like the strategy level on Star Rail is a little bit too surface level, because everything can, like, there is little customization. MP can be changed, no problem, has already been changed a few times. Yeah, that thing of the MP. So people was saying about that MP thing in the data mines, and that means it's not going to be like a playable character, but I don't know. I feel like if a character is popular enough, they will release it eventually. Yeah, exactly. Ooh.
Our hourglass has brought you back.
So apparently
Step into the water
I got
once
saved
more,
by
hero.
time.
We cannot follow you, but soon others will come to your aid. Death will stand trial for his transgressions.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't like Hoyoverse either. I got into it because it looked a little bit better, but I don't know. Like, for now, I'm gonna give it credit for how they have managed stuff. I feel like they are listening actually to the players. They have done a lot of quality of life improvements to HSR, but I don't trust Hoyoverse. I really don't trust Hoyoverse at all. There are golden dots on the map. Let's try seeing what are those. Stone of collecting. Ooh, I got a magnet. So I grab everything automatically now? How long does it last? And what is this now? Dark Brazier. I think if... What happens if I pick another buff? Will I lose the magnet? Because the magnet is really good.
What kind of legend would it be without some fire and mayhem?
I try not to look on developer if I like the game though, but they seem to work on HSR way more than on Genshin, and many players have noticed that quality of level. Yeah, exactly, like HSR has been getting the updates that the community have been asking for. And like every time there is an issue with quality of life, they address it, and I value that a lot. But I don't know. Sometimes it's just... It's still a Hoyoverse game, and eventually they will do what they want and start doing nothing again. Like, I'm afraid that when Sendless Zero Zone comes out, they will forget about HSR.
Hero, I
had enough with guess for what's coming for the 3rd anniversary. There is only Maki in my head. I cannot wait for... I can't wait for another year. Yeah, Maki... Maki in the poster of the camping event was so funny. I was like, why she's not there? Also, fucking Chihiro. Like, I think from the hacker group, Chihiro is my favorite character, and she didn't get the alt this year, and I was so disappointed. But who knows, maybe next year. So, shurikens. Enemies hit by your attacks shoot out rupturing shurikens. Rotating blades span away from you, rupturing and damaging enemies along their way, or rampaging strike. Your attacks become stronger and knock back enemies. I want to see playable Fox Squad. Especially after reading the rabbit story. Yeah, true. Also, that's something, like, we have functional models for the Fox Squad. Like, they could be as well the next squad to be released, with the leader of the Fox Squad being the anniversary character. Maki showing 1% of her true power. Yeah, true. Okay, so I cannot have two buffs at the same time. I lost my magnet. No, I still have it though. Nice. So when I hit an enemy, or whenever I hit, yeah, only when I hit an enemy, the shurikens shoot out. Okay. It's like shotgunning enemies. Is this game infinite and with a plot? I think yes. Like, it's a roguelite, but it has a plot, so you can replay it all the time, but the plot should end at some point. Okay, let's see. Chains of War. Chains of War looks fun. Your attacks have a chance to create a chain that rotates around for a limited time, damaging and rupturing enemies and knocking them back. Yeah. I think we're lacking some damage on the basic attacks too. Fox Squad as well. There are so many things to be hype about in BA. True. BA has really good characters. Like, I don't think there are characters in BA that are like really uninteresting. Like, all the characters have their charm, and that's one thing that BA does probably better than everyone else. Like, character writing is so good. Ooh, the Rupturing Strike actually works there. We stunned the enemy and we stopped his attack 2 times. Blades, Chains of War or Shurikens? Blades could be fun, but I think we upgrade Shurikens. I mean, BA is the only game I play no-stop. I started and I'm not getting tired of it at all, like with other games. When I feel like I want to take a break, yeah, exactly. Like, I used to play a lot of Fire Emblem Heroes, but the game, I grew tired of Fire Emblem Heroes because of the power creep. The characters started to get uninteresting, and I just was like, I cannot play this game anymore. It was just too convoluted, too pay to win. Every banner was a power creep of the previous one. And Blue Archive in that sense has been really good. Like, they don't power creep characters too quick or at all. And they always do challenges to give use to the less used characters. And I think that's great because there are no wasted characters in Blue Archive, in my opinion. Yeah, Trail of Fire, it's really good, and I think we should take it again. True, characters are just too good in BA. Can't stop once you get in. Exactly. Like, every character has their charm, and even if a character is not your favorite, I don't think there is a character that you can say you truly dislike. At least in my case, I don't feel like there is any character in BA that I feel like, oh, this character is shit, I hate it. Like, there are no characters that have like that. I have no animosity against any characters in BA, and I think that's great because they made characters that are all likable and have unique personalities, and like, it's just a well-written game. Agrees. Yeah. That's also one thing that I like of Blue Archive. It's that it has a really chill community. Like, people in other games are so dense. Like, the BA fandom in general is really chill. People, like, doesn't take stuff too seriously. And I don't know, everyone is like fairly honest and helpful in the discussions, and also the Reddit in Blue Archive, it has gotten a little bit too NSFW, the Reddit, but in general, like the Blue Archive community is really good.
Chaos would love this.
It's kind of funny when I remember the developers stream when they revealed how they decide on like Hiyori LTD. Yeah, true. Like those little details are actually what make the game special. There is real thought behind the things, and I feel like they want to make a game that is relatable for the players. They don't go far and beyond to reach stuff that is like not tangible. I feel like Blue Archive story in general, it feels really tangible. Let's see, Breath of Fire, Meteors or Combust. I could be inclined to take Meteors again, but I don't know, last time it was not too good. How about we try Combust? What do you think, guys? We try Combust or we try Meteors again? Developer team is based as fuck. That's the root for BA success. They are like truly isolated giga otaku nerds, and they know what they do. Yeah, exactly. Like the BA devs, they are actual players of the game, and I think that's important because I don't know how many of you play ARPGs. I like Path of Exile a lot. I used to play Diablo 2, and I didn't buy Diablo 4. It was too expensive, and I don't have 70 euros to spend on a company that I don't trust to develop a good game. And thanks God I didn't, because I haven't heard any good things about D4, and I think it's because the devs don't play the game. And you can see it on the complaints people have. The game has so many basic issues that could be solved if they actually play the game. And I think BA doesn't have that issue because the devs actually like care for the characters they write. The game is developed in a, like you can see they play the game. Like all the content is really approachable. I don't think there is anything that is stupidly designed in a way that it feels unfair or like dumb. Combust, exactly. More fire. Another boss, let's see. Can I equip stuff here? Oh, I can. I thought I had to wait for like the next round. This has less armor, but speed spells, and we get more. Let's equip the sword, since it's the only one we have. The gloves are... This one are blue though. This should be better. But with this we have faster spell. I don't think we need the faster spells now. We don't have too many spells anyways. Oh, Trail of Fire is so good. Meteor Shower level 3, Flare or Combust. I could say Meteor Shower level 3 at this point. Combust has not triggered once yet. Yeah, Meteor Shower level 3. Here we go. But yeah, that's the thing with VA. Like, I think the game is just well developed and like well written. And in Japan, games either are very popular like forever or they die really quick. And VA has been growing and growing and growing in Japan. So I wouldn't be surprised if like sooner or later VA surpasses like Honkai and Genshin in Japan. Like, it's getting more and more popular. Ooh, incineration. Burning enemies leave fire where they die. Master level. Or Breath of Fire master level. Or we can get Meteor Shower again. I think Combust was triggered a few times. It takes to kill quite a number of enemies. Must be the first level. True. Maybe I just haven't noticed. Let's go... Yeah, true. Let's go Meteor Shower again. Let's see how strong it can get. But yeah, like, of course, if you guys want to see anything in the game in Blue Archive, or you have any questions, I have the game on the background, so I can switch to it, no problems. This is just to not do the same raid for 2 hours over and over and over. When do we get the new character though? Pretty sure we should have one. Ooh, library. A little present. What happens if I go this way? Fire lit up. Ooh, back to where I came from. Was quite a challenge getting here. If I had a question of what is the best for Red Binah if you don't have much choice of characters, I only had a question. What is the best team for Red Binah if you don't have much choice of character, and what characters are not on their max? It depends. Like, the best characters for Red Binah, your best DPS is Aru, like, no doubt. Toki is a close second. I did use Toki for Red Binah on my JP account, and the score was almost as high as Aru. It was like a couple thousand points away. If you don't have Aru, I don't know, maybe Mutsuki or Akari. Akari could be more reliable, Mutsuki could be more damage, I don't know. It would require testing. Hoshino is like really good for whatever striker you use. You can, like, Hoshino is just your best support there. UI is not required if you're not using a cost heavy comp. You use it if you want the extra crit, I think she provides together with the discount and attack buff, but it's not like 100% required. And you want to run either Akane or Maki for defense break on Binah, but it depends on your roster in the end. Like, if you want to go like max scoring, probably Ui, Aru, Akane or
You've been
Maki
enlisting a lot of help from the
and
others.
Summer Hoshino
Yeah.
on the strikers. Ooh. Azusa cannot survive. She will die on the first... But she will die on the first sandstorm though. Should I build a team around Aru like the rest of... yeah. If you have Aru... The magic of cinema. Okay, so... Summer Nonami is good. Yes. She can work too. I finished mocks insane with Azusa alive, but she's UE50. Okay, yeah, with UE50 that's possible for sure, but below UE50 I think it's impossible. Mine was dying at UE40 on JP. This is like one of the best scoring teams you can have for Binah, for Red Binah. If you don't have Hoshino, you can... I cannot guarantee it will work. We can test it actually if you want. Let's give it a quick try. It's a mock battle anyway, so we don't lose anything. We can try like this, so we have more defense break. With more defense break, this should work. It will be slower, but it should work. Because we don't use Hoshino, for example, on the blue, and we run double breaks, and that works. So with double breaking, you should be able to do this with Aru. Yeah, you should upgrade Aru to 5 stars, for sure. Aru is one of the best red strikers, like, in general. She's good for Kaiten, she's good for Binah Great Wars, she's good for Gregorius. Like, Aru is just so good. And you can farm her too. Exactly, it's mostly about what you prioritize, but Aru is so good. Yeah, damage is a lot slower without Hoshino, but we should be able to get the clear. We already got the knock. And with the next one we should transition to the next phase. If Aru crits, like, this is a lot faster. We haven't had too much luck with the critical hits. Now we got a good crit. And we are to part 2. This is the exact team you use. Oh, interesting. I have never tried this team before actually. I've been using the Hoshino team because it is more, like, it's easier, at least for me. But yeah, Aru is amazing. Like, you can see how much damage she's doing with 1EX. The rest of the team is not doing anything but breaking and buffing. So yeah, if you can farm Aru, I would say farm her and upgrade her as much as you can because she's so good. Like, you see here, like, without Hoshino we got an easy clear and it was all Aru. Yeah, but it works. Because of deployment, she will always survive. I have never had Akane died in any of the variants, except blue one, because blue one is a bitch, but besides that, it's fine. Let's see. No problem, no problem. And like, again, like, as you can see, it's really easy to go back and forth from game to game, so feel free to ask anything. This is mostly to add some variety. Let's see, what attack should we pick? Deadly Strike, your attacks become stronger and resolve curse statuses immediately. Ooh, but we need to get curses first. So we take Soul Stealers and then we go Deadly Strike. That sounds like a good combo. Yeah, let's go to Steelers. Let's explore the map a little bit. Last time we didn't explore too much and we died anyways. There is a buff there. A stone of power. Ooh, double damage. Another thing I've been thinking about is doing, maybe, I cannot guarantee that it will happen, but maybe I can make the time for weekly streams. The issue is that Blue Archive on a bi-weekly cadence, so every other week, it's good because of the content cadence, more or less matches that cadence, but for a weekly stream, I don't think Blue Archive has like enough content for me to stream every week. But doing like 1 week of variety and 1 week of Blue Archive could work if you guys would like to like see more variety games. Like we could play this game a little bit, and or I don't know if you guys are interested in ARPGs. I could show you Path of Exile, and I'm not an expert on Path of Exile. I think that no one can actually call themselves an expert, but it could be nice. Ravens of Pestilence. Spawn ravens that attack hurts enemies. Ooh. Isn't Summer Hoshino better than Ui? My score was 29. Yeah, actually Summer Hoshino and Double Break is better than running Ui. You're right, because Ui is not necessary. Aru's EX is not that expensive anyways, so you can actually run just Summer Hoshino instead of Ui and run Double Breaks with Akane and Maki. We don't have double damage anymore, sad. Let's look the next buff. Where is it? Demon is laughing at you, mocking you. Laugh back. Gain minus 16% adept, offers minus 5.3% expert offers, and plus 4% master offers. Rude gesture, gain 20% damage and against enemies above 50% life. I wish I can get Summer Hoshino from half anniversary with Summer Hanako. Mika Banner was super unlucky for me. Oh, yeah, like face banners are like a double-edged sword. They have increased rates at 6%, but that also means that you're going to get spooked by so many students that do not really make sense sometimes. Like once I got spooked like by Marina like 6 times. It was so annoying. Okay, so we kill first boss.
Why I'm doing this? Do we need a reason to set things on fire now
Marina
too?
really wanted to be picked for PvP, yeah, true. But I don't know, like, Marina goes up and down in popularity in PvP. Like, she's never been like a stable pick for PvP. I've seen her in defense from time to time, but... I think we go Trail of Fire rather than Meteor Shower here. That way we can get some damage from our dodges too.
The path to victory is littered with the fallen.
We have never seen this one before. Let's see. Oh no, we have. You deal more damage to enemy barriers. Your chance of winning Asaya and Izumi quadruples on anniversary apparently. True. I wish I'd get Hero Hanako. I was taking a break during summer Hoshi no Banner. I only started the game back then, was busy real life, and I regret more than the fact that I spent 3 years in the uni just to drop it. There are so many memes with Saya, true. Oh man, I understand the feeling, like, to be honest, I have to, I won't tell you like how long I spent in uni, but believe me, it was too many years of my life, and I managed to push through it at the very end. Like, I was one exam away of losing the whole course, because here, if you take too long, your credits, like when you pass an exam, you get credits, and they have like a validity period. I was about to reach the limit for the validity period of my credits, so I passed my last exam on the last try, and if I didn't, I would have wasted such a long amount of time of my life that I don't know if I could have made it out of that. So yeah, like, uni is not for everyone. It was certainly not for me, but I had to push through it. It was like a personal goal I had to achieve. It was like too much time spent in, like I had to achieve it. But yeah, like, there are always other ways to do stuff. Like, I also don't think uni is as valuable as people make it to be. Like, it depends on what you want to do, but there are so many alternatives. Like, a friend of mine, it's working in a really, like, I will not say the workplace obviously for privacy reasons, but it's a really important multinational company. He's a programmer, but he never went to university. So, like, you can find your way around life without going to uni. The important thing is to never give up. Like, whatever you pick to do, like, just choose your path and stick to it, and you'll be fine. Like, if you work hard enough, you'll get there. Let's see, Breath of Fire, Flare or Combust. I think they are all bad. Breath of Fire, maybe? Or Combust? I think Combust would combine well with the Trail of Fire, maybe. You think Breath or Combust? Yeah, let's go Breath. Let's see how it works. Okay, so just swinging the sword can trigger Breath of Fire or not? No, I think it doesn't. I have to hit things to trigger it. Ooh, what is that? Oh, I think I messed up. Or maybe I didn't.
Never cross me.
I think we can stack more firing abilities before Combust. Let's pick Breath. Let's see, Warpact, Knockback or Blades. I think Knockback is not good for us. We don't have too many knockback effects. I think Warpact may be good for us, just to do more damage to barriers. Or we go Blades, maybe. Yeah, let's go Warpath. The courses are pretty cool though. Like, when they trigger, they do a lot of damage. I want to explore the map a little bit more though. Maybe there are secrets like in Vampire Survivor. That's a chest. Oof, almost dead. Let's use this chest so we can heal when we level up. I think it's like the blue bar some enemies have. Will you be doing live stream next week for Gregorius to show against? I think so, yeah. I think I will be doing some Gregorius live. Also, I haven't written like my up to insane guide for Gregorius because I have not cleared it myself, so I don't feel like I can honestly make a guide for insane Gregorius. I know how it works, I know the strategies and everything, but I want to be able to showcase a proper clear by myself. Otherwise, I feel like it's not an honest guide. But yeah, I think I will be doing some Gregorius next week, so because we may be able to showcase an alternative for non-Aru team without Minori. I think I have a good idea for that, and if that works, it would be really cool. Yeah, true. Ooh, new character. We got like a sorceress now. My SRT went horrible. I don't have Minori. I don't think I can pull this. Yeah. If you don't have Hoshino, if you don't have the SRT Summer, and you don't have Minori, Gregorius will stop for you, like hard stop at extreme. There is no way around it. Because you will not have enough debuffs, you will not have enough damage to do insane. But don't worry about it, Gregorius is just a very complicated boss released at a very complicated time. I do not have Rumi. But without, like, if you mean, I don't think Nono, even if Nono has Rumi, I don't think he can pull it off. Oh, he doesn't have Rumi either. But yeah, it's... just don't worry about it. Gregorius Insane is very prohibitive. Oh, we can have auto attacks with Q. We move a lot slower when we auto attack though. I have the whole team ready for Gregorius in UE 40+. The only missing is Minori. People will get richer renting her, yeah. Well, with the Rumi it's possible to run 2 teams on Insane without the SRT Summer and a properly leveled Aru, because from what I understand, Nono doesn't have Aru leveled up. So I don't think Nono can pull even a 2 team, and it's just because how complicated Gregorio is.
Again with the why? I've always helped out mortals. Who do you think gave them fire?
Should we do Vengeful Strike or Meteor? Flare I don't think is good. Yeah, like renting Minor is an option, but hopefully on Friday, next Friday, I can make it without Minori. I don't know if I will be able to, but we can try and it's gonna be fun, just experimenting and discovering new ways. 。
Again with the why? I've always helped out mortals. Who do you think gave them fire?
Yeah, I think at the beginning it's better to stack damage than spells, to be honest. Because we also have an AoE on our basic attacks, so Vengeful Strikes works really well with us. I mean, it depends on what gods we get, but yeah, Meteor Shower spam later could be a plan. Mort. Summer has always been really kind to me. It's nice to know when she's got your back too. Necromancy. You raise skeletons when you kill a number of enemies. Does Gregorio have RNG, or does it depend exclusively on the player and their characters? I think Gregorius is one of those bosses that is really on you, on doing the mechanics well and just using your skills in the right sequence. Because you don't have to dodge anything, you just have to do the mechanics well. And there are no like random one-shots. Everything in Gregorius is ramping up. The damage of the enemies is ramping up if he triggers the buffs and you do the mechanic wrong with the organ and everything. So I don't think there is any RNG in Gregorius, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know what other people's experience is, but at least in my failed runs at insane difficulty in Gregorius, I didn't feel like RNG was killing me. I think it was mechanics. Yeah, Gregorius and Binah have the best raid music in my opinion. Gregorius probably, I like Gregorius a little bit more than Binah. No pray for crits. Oh, true. That could have been an option, but Lifelink, this was amazing. Wow, Lifelink was a really good choice. Like, we deal a lot of AoE and we steal HP. Mort buffs are really good.
Summer is here.
Let's see. Vengeful Strike again, Combus or Incineration. I think Vengeful Strike. I don't like these two. No pray for crits. You mean in Gregorius no pray for crits? I don't think Gregorius is like... I mean, no, you're not relying on crits too much anyways. Because if you're doing the Minori strat, like, you don't need to crit. Minori deals a lot of raw damage. And if you're doing the Aru strat, you are not relying on crits anyways, because you're getting all the buffs from Ako, Himari and Hoshino, so it's just a lot of damage you get, like, reliably. So yeah, I don't think Gregorius has like many RNG elements, if any. It's probably one of the most mechanic intensive bosses. This character is kind of OP compared to the other guy.
Careful, I'm hot.
I think we go a Vengeful Strike again just to get the expert upgrade. Or Meteor Shower, I don't know. Maybe we get Meteor Shower and then we upgrade Vengeful Strike, but we add more damage to our arsenal, so we don't rely on basic attacks too much. Yeah, let's go Meteors.
Feel that? The heart-stopping bite of frost? The
Air increase? I think air increase. The problem with Gregorius is not only the requiring of debuffs, and you probably can find a way around it on your second team, even without Binah, for example, but it's also hard to survive. You're forced to run a healer, and you only have 2 striker healers that can survive, being Koharu and Rumi. And while you can run something with Serena, your special slots are really valuable here, so because they are usually your main damage source. I hope I can kill Gregorius with a single EX, even with my Nagisa is UE 50. The thought of not having enough damage and having to repeat countless time is scary. I need to go now since it's the last stream of the year. I wish you all a happy new year. I hope you all spend with the ones you love and have a wonderful holidays. Bye bye, Nono. Have a really nice New Year's, and yeah, I wish you all the best and have fun with your family, friends and loved ones. Yeah, Gregorius has issues, many issues. Because I don't think, for example, it's not like Ghost where you can get messed up by RNG, or like, or even Shirokuro. Shirokuro is really complicated because of the RNG, but Ghost is complicated because if you don't do the debuff mechanic, the chorus will get stronger, and you also will get debuffs from the organ mechanic, and you deal less damage if you don't do the debuff mechanic, because remember that Gregorius takes more damage if you have it on the green area, the debuff meter. So it's just a very requiring raid. While the other issue is that, as you say, like, the special slots are really valuable in Gregorius, but it's hard to work around the debuff mechanics, and you cannot run a healer on the special slots either. Like, I don't think it's possible to do a Gregorius clear if you cannot do it in 2 teams. You are not going to do it. Like, either you do it in 2 teams or you don't do it. That's how I feel about Gregorius. Also, the other issue I have with Gregorius is that, at least at the beginning, I know more strategies will be developed in time, but it felt like very restrictive. It doesn't feel like a raid that you can work too much around it, like, because of all the mechanics you have to comply to and all the damage you need to deal, because remember that Gregorius has like 140 million HP, so it's really requiring as a raid. You need to do so much stuff and do it so well. That's the main issue with Gregorius. But I still think it's a really good raid. It's just not noob friendly. Like, it's just really designed for, like, at the high levels. It's just for people that is really into the game. even Gregorius has to play at minimum speed and with perfection. Yeah. Like, even in Shirokuro, there is people clearing it without any reposition in the first team. Like, people has figured out so many ways to do stuff in Shirokuro. Also in Ghost, I saw people doing it without the reposition. And those are like the core mechanics of the boss. You have to dodge their stuff, but apparently you can work around it with deployment. But in Gregorius you cannot work around the mechanics he has. Because if you do try to work around it, you will also be in a disadvantage because you will not have the extra damage, you will get the debuffs on yourself. It's just too many mechanics that you have to do. If you do them right, you will clear it and there is no like RNG involved. But if you do them wrong, you're basically done. And if you don't have the characters to do the mechanics, you're also done. So yeah, Gregorius is not very new player friendly in my opinion. Okay, bye bye Kubio, have a good night. I think I will be ending the stream too. It's been a little bit over 2 hours. And yeah, it's been really fun. I was looking forward to this stream. Yeah, I think next week I will stream anyways again to do Gregorius with you guys and to have some fun. And maybe in the future I will try to do like variety streams to stream a little bit more often. And yeah, we can find new games and fun stuff to do. But for now, I think that's all for me, so have a good night guys. Is he the type where you have to use the skill in the second life bar, or is everything random based? No, Gregorius is the kind of boss that you have to do everything like at the exact time. There is no randomness, at least in my opinion. I don't feel like there is any random elements to Gregorius. It's just all about sequencing. Like my guide that I did on release, it's fairly good because like the mechanics of Gregorius do not change with difficulty levels. Only the HP and the damage scaling is affected. But there you can see like if you do the organ mechanic in the right order and then you do the debuff mechanic so you have the extra damage all the time active, it's not that hard, but you have to do all the mechanics, and if you do all the mechanics you will be fine. But yeah, I will anyways stream Gregorius, and I think I will update my guide if I can manage to get the insane clear on global. I should be able to, but let's see. I may not be able because I don't have Minori, but I hope I can rent it in the worst case, and if I cannot rent her, well, I have to figure out a way for myself. But yeah, it's been 2 hours and some like 2 hours and 15 minutes or something like that, and I need to eat because I'm starving. So have a good night guys, thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.